What's up guys, and welcome back to the Kamui dimension for yet another super juicy video. Today we're talking about one of the biggest questions in the Boruto story. What is Amado's true goal? What is Amado's master plan? What is this slimy Sasibaka up to? I think I have the answer for you guys, and we're going to split this discussion up into two videos because otherwise this video would be way too long. In today's video, we're going to dive deep into what Amado's goal is and what it is not. And on Friday's video, we'll go over every single sign that points us in the direction of what Amado's goal is and why Amado needs Kawaki for this goal. So essentially, this is an introduction to build up to Friday's video. But before we do all that, 90% of you guys watching this are new to the channel, so if you enjoy the content, go ahead and subscribe and like the video so you don't miss out on the next one. So what are the possible goals Amado might have? I only see three main possible routes the story could take with this character. Amado is an Otsutsuki or some big bad guy. Amado is actually a good guy who's just trying to save the world from the Otsutsuki or some other threat. Or Amado isn't really a super big bad of the series, nor is he really a good guy, but instead he's just selfish and trying to fulfill a goal using whatever means necessary, even if that goal isn't necessarily a bad one and doesn't put the whole world in danger. Another common theory I've seen is that Amado is some sort of alien technological genius from another planet. And this could really just play into any of the three scenarios I already mentioned, so he could still be the big bad, he could still be a good guy, or he could still be selfish. So it doesn't really matter too much whether he's a human or if he's an alien. And I'll go ahead and tell you guys right off the bat here that it's probably not the first two options, and it's most likely going to be that third option I mentioned. And I'm going to explain exactly why that is.
Seriously? You asked why?
Let's start with Amado being a Otsutsuki. Firstly, Amado doesn't really move or behave like an Otsutsuki. He doesn't do what they do. He doesn't talk like they do. And his actions are just straight up weird for an Otsutsuki or an Otsutsuki vessel that's been taken over like Jigen was. He didn't put his own different karma seal on Kawaki. He put a Shiki's karma back on Kawaki. We can tell because he has his horn, his dojutsu, and abilities. If Amado was an Otsutsuki or a Otsutsuki vessel looking to use Kawaki as his own vessel, it's pretty weird for him to just re-implant Ishiki's karma rather than place his own on Kawaki. He seems particularly interested in Kawaki having Ishiki's karma seal. Secondly, we already have other Otsutsuki like Momoshiki, potentially Ishiki if he ever returns, the two Otsutsuki on those destroyed stone tablets, and anybody else they want to bring into the story. I don't think the story is in any need of Amado being another Otsutsuki to just repeat more of the same stuff. We already have other characters serving that role. You could say, well, maybe he's an alien or some super smart ass dude, but it's still the big bad guy who wants power or control over the world, and this might have a better chance of occurring, but I still think Amado's intentions lead us towards something else. He still doesn't seem to be trying to take over Kawaki's body, nor does he seem to have bad faith towards anybody, nor does he seem power hungry for himself, so I'm still pretty skeptical about this idea so far in the story. It would also still be similar to our Otsutsuki villains, so again, it would be like rehashing the same idea again, and I don't think that's the best idea for the story. If they do go this route, they can't have Amado wanting to plant a god tree and eat a chakra root just because, without any reasoning behind it, because that's getting old. As it is, we are already begging for reasons for why Ishiki and Momoshiki want a chakra root so bad. But what about Amado being a good guy trying to save the world? Is he trying to create an Otsutsuki god slayer out of Kawaki? Does he have good intentions for the world, but just goes about them in a questionable way and feels that the end justifies the means? I think we can definitively say that Amado is not a good person. The dude lies, withholds information, manipulates people, betrays people, assists in the killing of children with the karma experiments, and overall is just a real slimy dude. He's not exactly what you would call a good person like you would call Naruto. To be honest, I think this is the least likely route to occur, and I definitely don't think Amado has good intentions for anybody other than himself, because Amado moves and talks way too strangely for this to make sense. Amado probably wants the other characters in the story to think that he has good intentions for the Leaf Village and the world, but it doesn't make any sense to us as readers. Why be so secretive and sketchy about literally everything like Amado has been?
Seriously? You asked why?
It makes no sense. Wouldn't it make more sense and probably be more effective to just say, hey, this is the threat I know is coming, so let's get ready for it. I can make us all stronger to combat the Otsutsuki clan. Here, Kawaki, you can have Ishiki's power. He was really strong, so you'll be a great asset, and now you can protect your loved ones. And everyone else, You can have some broken abilities like insane regeneration, a virus that can paralyze Otsutsuki, reflect your opponent's attacks, super strong diamond armor, laser beams that counter regeneration, teleportation powers, sage powers, and so on. Maybe people wouldn't trust him, but he didn't even try to ask them or even warn them about an incoming threat. Instead, he just hides stuff, gives out information only when it's convenient for him, puts a karma on Kawaki without his or the Leaf Village's consent, is manipulative with Kawaki and Code and the others, and so on. There's also a flashback scene in the anime where Kawaki awakens his karma powers against Guro, and the only two people watching are Amado and Kashin Koji. And when Kawaki awakens his karma, Amado is all excited and like, yes, the world will kneel before the Kara! Amado and Kashin Koji were both co-conspirators for betraying Kara. He doesn't need to pretend for Kashin Koji. So this was probably Amado's genuine reaction to seeing this, and Kashin Koji was completely unbothered by this and didn't seem surprised at all. So Kashin Koji may have known what Amado's plans for Kawaki were after they betrayed Jigen? We don't know. We also have Amado basically make it obvious that he's plotting something when he talks to Sumire, because she tells him that he seemed motivated by something other than Kawaki's welfare, and Amado says she's either really smart or really stupid, and if she had stayed silent, she would have drawn out more intel. Then Sumire says, so you are plotting something, and Amado says, so you're just stupid. The dude didn't even deny that he was plotting something. I mean, come on, it's so obvious he's not a good guy. Like, he doesn't act like a good guy at all. And his actions just wouldn't make any sense if he was a good guy, so I'm gonna go ahead and say it's not very likely even if it's possible. And we also don't want to rehash characters like Pain again, where every single villain is noble. We need a good mix of different types of characters and villains. And now let's get into what I actually think will be the case. Amado is just selfish and doing things for his own sake. I'm gonna draw comparisons to some Naruto characters to explain what I mean. Amado is not like Zetsu and Kaguya. He's not the big bad of the series. He's not like Pain where he's killing people in the process of pursuing a noble goal. He's like Orochimaru, Kabuto, or Deidara. They each had a goal that wasn't inherently evil in nature. Orochimaru just wanted to live forever and master every jutsu in the world. Kabuto just wanted to find his own identity, and Deidara just wanted to express his art. However, the actions they took in pursuit of those goals was the problem. Orochimaru experimented on countless people and killed many as a result. Kabuto reanimated countless shinobi and killed many of the allied shinobi forces in the 4th Great Ninja War and assisted in Orochimaru's experiments. And Deidara killed a lot of people and blew up buildings just to show off his art. Their goals weren't evil, but the way they tried to achieve them were. They had no moral compass for their actions, and I think Amado is a similar type of character. We haven't had major villains like this in a while really. Orochimaru and Kabuto and Deidara were then succeeded by Pain, Obito, Madara, and Sasuke, who were our peace for the world villains. And then we had Kaguya and Zetsu, Momoshiki and Kinshiki and Urashiki, Ishiki, and now Code, who were our big bad and the world type of villains. It's been a while since we've had this selfish but not world-ending villain, so mixing that into our cast of characters is refreshing to see, and I think Amado can serve that role pretty well. And in chapter 60, Amado makes it clear that he wants Kawaki to do something after Amado restores his karma seal, but he has zero intention of doing Konoha wrong. If we take Amado's word for this fits right in with what I'm saying. He's not trying to harm the Leaf Village or the world, he's just trying to do something for himself, but he doesn't want everyone to know about it. I think Amado's goal is pretty simple. He just wants his daughter back. His real daughter. There's so much in the series to point us in this direction, as well as why he is so fixated on Kawaki and his karma seal, and we're going to cover all of that in Friday's video so that this video isn't too long and you guys all tune out and click off the video. However, I do want to hear what you guys think about my breakdown of why Amado's goal isn't directly related to him being an Otsutsuki trying to steal Kawaki as his vessel, and why his goal isn't directly related to him just being a good guy trying to save the world. I say directly because Amado did steal Kawaki from Ishiki, and his actions could possibly end up saving the world if Kawaki becomes a good guy after the flash forward scene and helps save the world. But these weren't the actual intentions he had in my opinion. But let me know if you agree or disagree that Amado just wants to bring his real daughter back in the comment section below, and be sure to let me know why you feel the way you do. And like I said, I'll explain all the signs that point us in this direction in Friday's video, and there's a lot of them, so get ready. For those of you who made it this far, thank you so much for the support, but I do have to remind you that
You're already under my genjutsu.
so subscribe, leave a comment, like the video, and hit that bell icon for notifications. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll catch you guys next time. Bye.